But let's go ahead and move on to this topic number 2. And this is something I'm really, really looking forward to right here, big time. It's law-abiding citizen with Russell. I forgot this dude's not Russell Crowe. Gerard Butler and Jamie Foxx. This movie came out in 2009, and it looks like we may be getting a sequel. And if we do, I'm really, really excited about that. If we do, I would love that. But before I move on, though, let me do this real quick.
Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
Y'all know what that means. Coming to the stage.
You call. I'm gonna clean you out again.
Welcome, I'm Lando Calrissian. I'm the administrator of this facility.
Wookiees stand out in the crowd. It's good to see you too, old buddy.
We had each other.
Hold on, Chewie.
Yeehaw, like you said. What's good, my brother? It is Elliot with Movie Files. How you doing, my brother?
Good, man. Don't you love just a good Star Wars film, man? I miss the old Star Wars movies, man. But we got Obi-Wan Kobe. What's going on, though, Brandon? How we doing tonight, man?
We are doing great, man. Doing even better than that you are here to talk this movie news, man. I do appreciate it. Yeah, and yes, dude, I do enjoy a good Star Wars. And bro, like this Obi-Wan snuck up on me. Like I think that was yesterday. I was like, oh snap, it's gonna pop off next week.
Bro, you know next week is going to be wild. Stranger Things, then Obi-Wan, Maverick. I mean, where does the time go? Like, how are we going to watch all this stuff, B?
It is going down. We got to make time.
Yeah,
but
man.
Like I said, y'all, this is LA with Movie Files. This gentleman is on my channel tab, so y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to him and help him reach 26K. He's right there. This is what the brother's channel looks like. And like I said earlier today, we had an epic 2-hour discussion on the season finale for Atlanta. So y'all make sure y'all go watch that after you watch this. Actually, watch my Time Traveler's Wife first, and then you can go watch his. It don't matter. Just watch it.
I'm gonna check out that review because I'm not too. It's based on a book, right? Based on a novel.
Yes.
I think I remember seeing the film, but I can't remember.
I cannot wait to. Ty was texting me right now, like, B, I can't believe they did this right here. And I don't want to spoil anything for y'all, but it was something kind of interesting to have in an episode 2 that I want to get the conversation going. So yeah. So, and thank you, Zia, for the shout out right there. The Atlanta discussion was fire. But Elliot, man, I got this second topic right here, man. Law-abiding citizen. Did you see the film that came out in 2009 with Gerard Butler and Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, man, and we were talking about it a little bit earlier, man. I remember enjoying it. I vaguely remember some key moments. We talked about, the ending kind of leaves it for like, how are they gonna do a sequel? But we talked about that off camera. But yeah, man, I was a fan of it. Jamie Foxx, one of my favorite actors of all time, and Gerard Butler, probably one of my favorite performances by him, next to 300 and couple other films, but that's definitely something that comes to mind. Gerard Butler was really well in it, as well as Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, man. You said that was really well, and I agreed. The critics didn't feel that way. They gave it a 26%. Only 26% of the critics liked it out of 162 reviews. But the audiences did like it. So they were just like, this is illogical. My dad is also one who was like, Brendan, that is the stupidest movie ever. Nobody would do what I was like. Yes, they would.
I'm trying to remember. His family died, right? And he was like taking the law in his own hands, and
his daughter and I think his wife were murdered in front of him. Like it was a home invasion. It was a home invasion. Somebody knocked at the door, hit him in the head. He passed out, and they killed him. He woke up and it was dead. And then the prosecution, made a deal with the bad guy.
With the
like, hey, if you work for me, we'll give you a lighter sentence. And he was like, this is some BS. So I don't know if he came back from the dead or not, but I have this from slashfilm.com. Law-abiding citizen is getting a law-abiding sequel.
Nice.
Yeah, man. And I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, man, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big sucker for vigilante justice. I mean, I'm sorry, if somebody comes and murders my daughter, I'm going to go after them. I'm going to murder them. You know what I'm saying? And so it is what it is. My mom's the same way. But Gerald Butler led a vigil. Oh, what's going on? It's the multiverse. Okay, okay, I can't do that. Let's what the hell? Okay, I guess I can't make it bigger because the ads are going crazy. Hold on, let me. Okay, that's just not gonna work out, huh? But Gerard Butler led a vigilante thriller is getting a sequel over a decade after its release. Village Roadshow Pictures has announced it's working on a follow-up to 2009's Law Abiding Citizen. If you've forgotten about Law Abiding Citizen, amongst the onslaught of similar Butler-led films, since you're not alone, but we'll refresh your memory. The film starred Olympus Has Fallen's actor as a family man named Clive Shelton, who transformed into a cartoonishly twisted and nihilistic killer after his family is murdered in front of him. The plot starts off like a typical revenge thriller with Butler out for blood when one of the murderers slips through the cracks of the criminal justice system. Through the criminal justice system. Soon, though, law-abiding citizen turns Clyde into a deeply sadistic villain who tortures the criminals before MacGyvering together a bunch of saw-like traps intended to kill members of the criminal justice system even after he gets put behind bars. And there is one of the screenshots right there. And again, guys, if you're watching this via live on the replay, there's a link to this down below. Quote right here from the director: Law Abiding Citizen made a good enough box office turn, but was a critical failure, thanks in part to its bizarre twists and leaps in logic. While on Chris Evangelista recently said the movie is a decently enjoyable film, it didn't exactly seem like audience was chomping at the bits for a sequel. Yet Law Abiding Citizen apparently did great viewership numbers when it came to Netflix last December, and the team behind the sequel are clearly confident in the new version. Rap Films' Lucas Foster, who is producing, said the following: I am delighted to partner with Rob Harris. Y'all can't even read that. There we go. I am delighted to partner with Rob Harris, Mike, and Village Roadshow Pictures, together with my freaking creative partner, Kurt Wilmer, to revisit these great characters and the compelling topic, which seems even more relevant today than when we made the original film. We're going to blow your mind again. Elliot, man, I don't know about you. I don't know about all y'all out there, but I'm looking forward to this, man. I really did like this movie, Elliot. And if we're gonna get a sequel to see what happens next, I'm here for it, man. You know, after reading these comments here, and you know, does it get you excited at all? You know, let me know how you feeling.
You know, B, as you was reading that, man, I didn't hear anything. You know, I know they said I saw a couple of the tidbits about, you know, who's coming back or not. I don't remember them saying anything about Jamie Foxx or Gerard Butler. And I'm almost getting the vibes. This is like one of those, like, I don't want to say direct to DVD or Blu-ray or streaming type of movies, but I don't think they're gonna go with the big cast. I think they might go with like the IP being the same name, but having like different characters with maybe a similar situation that loosely ties to the first one. I don't know if we're going to get, especially with the mentioning the budget being lower and it being 13 years later. I don't know, B, this might be a Netflix movie because they mentioned Netflix is, you know, it had big numbers there. So I can see them making some type of deal with Netflix. And this is like an exclusive Netflix sequel versus like it actually going to the theaters and having Gerard Butler and Jamie Foxx returning. I don't know, B, this might be one of those like kind of hand-me-down dollar store films in the sequel. I don't know if we I don't know what we're getting with this one, man.
I got you. I got you here. This doesn't make any sense. You know, Zia is saying I'm with them. Who asked for this? Me. No, I'm not. I'm looking forward to it, man. Cynthia Charles says his wife and child were murdered. How can he come back after he was burned up in this prison cell? Yeah, he got blown the hell up. But I think there was a deleted scene to where he lived. And also, I think I heard somebody say that, you know, Jamie Foxx may come. It may have been you just said that. I heard it somewhere. That it may just be Jamie Foxx coming back, or like we have Saw, right? But we also have Saw copycats. I love what Jigsaw's doing. I want to keep this going. Same thing in the Scream franchise. I love, you know, the Ghostface mask. I believed in their motivation and their reasoning for wanting to kill Sydney and all the people. I want to copy them. Somebody could have been inspired and be like, you know what? The criminal justice system is garbage. This sucks. I want to repeat what this guy has done here. You know, something was happening to me. My family was murdered. I didn't get justice, and they look up his case and like learn from his mistakes. You know what made his what made his revenge plot strong, or what made it weak? How did he get caught? How did Jamie Foxx and other people capture him? You know what I'm saying? They could do it. They could do it that way. And I think, and I just thought about that too. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even think about that before I started the live, but
there you go.
you know, I would be happy with it, man. It didn't make all the money in the world.
Years, that's what I say. But 13 years later, is there a
Yeah.
besides you? Is there like an audience that's like thriving for the sequel?
Probably not, man.
It's a little too late.
I'm probably the only one, you know. So, but I mean, it made barely enough money for them to do it again. 100 like
million.
50 million.
Yep.
It didn't quite make 3 times, but
Yeah,
it didn't. I don't want to say a little. It's kind of in the break even territory.
yeah.
It may have made a little bit of money. It may have profited a little bit. You know, Dan Lala said that she don't even remember the film. You know
I'm right there with you. I was I'm like, okay, yeah, I remember that, but yeah, I don't remember a lot of it, man. But I do remember. I think I did really much enjoy it, but I don't know, man. I think it might be too late for this one, Big.
Before we move on, what about Macaulay Culkin if he comes through? Because he was good with them traps. You know,
yes, get Kevin McAllister. He's the guy building the trap.
That would be hilarious
with Home Alone in his franchise.
Man,
do it.
That would be dope. That would be dope. Thank you for that comment, Reviewz2M. That was actually kind of funny. But y'all, I may be the only person on the planet, and I'm spitting everywhere, that's looking forward to this. But I think it'll be great because I really did enjoy this movie. I really enjoyed this movie. Like I was bragging about it, raving about it. I saw it in the theaters, all that. So
yeah,
guys, if you want to read this any further, there is a link down to this in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. Didn't make that much money. Critics hated it, but I loved it. All things are subjective, and so we're just going to see how that develops. And please let me know if you are interested in seeing it because I am dying to know.